and we're going to jump straight in. Off you get, Dex. Let's go. So, we're going to get into it pretty quick. We'll relax at the end, but for now, we'll just find ourselves feet down into the floor, hands down by our sides, breathing into the back of the nose. And then we'll inhale, draw those arms up over the head. Exhale, fold down over our legs all the way down to the floor. Bend knees as much as you would need to. Sink your hips down, keep your belly and your thighs touching. Draw the arms out in front and pull the elbows in to touch the knees. Lift your chest, but keep the belly and thighs touching. Turn your palms to face forward. If you could see, this is potentially the same shape as a crow pose. Good, your thighs should be beginning to warm up. Begin to try to lift through your pelvic floor. Begin to feel like your feet push out to the side, your knees roll, kind of the thigh bones roll in. Exhale, next breath, fold down over your legs. Inhale, roll yourself up to stand. Draw the arms up. Exhale, folding forward down over the legs. Again, we'll keep belly and thighs touching. Sink the hips down. Draw the arms out. Pull the elbows in to touch your knees. Palms face forward. Lift through the chest. Belly and thighs still touching. Feet push down. Try to slide out to the side. Thighs try to roll themselves in. 3, 2, lift through the pelvic floor. 1, folding down. One more time. Inhale, roll yourself up to stand. Exhale, folding down, come into that chair pose, pull belly into thighs, pull elbows into knees, lift your chest, palms face forward, lift through your pelvic floor. Exhale, hands down, step yourself back to plank. Once you are in plank, you're going to come down through chaturanga, push back to the top, drop to your knees, into knees, chest and chin as we slide our way forward. Stop. Try to just lift your chest and your chin off the floor and then push up and back into child's pose. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog, roll through straight to high plank. Lower the pelvis down. Roll your shoulders back, upward facing dog. Knees could be down or they can stay lifted. Same for this next bit. We exhale, roll down into bent arm, low plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push tall, pull that right knee through, step the right foot through between the hands, step the left foot to the front of the mat, rise to your flat back. Sink down, chair pose, belly and thighs touch, arms out in front, palms push forward, pull the elbows in, lift the chest, feet slide away, inner thighs spin themselves in. 3, 2, pull up through pelvic floor. 1, hands down to the floor, step back to plank, come down through chaturanga dandasana, push back tall, drop to your knees, your chest and your chin. We find them, we stop. We inhale, try to lift our chest and our chin off the floor, bent arm strength work. And then push tall, roll back to child's pose, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. We roll ourselves straight into high plank, pelvis lowers, upward facing dog, low cobra. If you want to take Sphinx pose, you could. But that would take the next bit a little bit harder. We're now going to bend elbows, come into low plank, hold for 10, 9, I know, 8, 7. This is what we need. Keep looking out, lifting the chest, pulling shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Push tall. Back downward facing dog as we step the left foot through, step the right foot through. We've got one more round of that. We're going to belly to thighs, pull the arms out. Hands push forward, pull the elbows back onto the knees, wrap the inner thighs in, push the feet away. We're lifting chest, looking forward out in front of the fingertips. 3, pull up through pelvic floor. 2, 1. Fold yourself down. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, hop or step or float or fly back into your plank. Push back tall if you didn't or did, and then come down, chaturanga, push back tall. Down to down, child's pose. Drag yourself through into knees, chest and chin, stop. Inhale, lift, chest and chin off the floor, push back tall. Roll back, child's pose, lift the hips up. Final one of these, roll through to high plank. Once in high plank, lower the pelvis, roll the shoulder blades back, look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, low plank, hold 10. 9, can we broaden across the collarbones, keep the elbows bent. 8, 7, can we maybe move the weight further forward? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back tall, downward facing dog. Drop your pelvis over to the right, drop your pelvis over to the left. Drop to your knees, relax down here. Let this be a momentary place of comfort. This is going to be interesting with Douglas here. We did this morning, didn't we, mate? It was a pain. Take a few moments to breathe, to relax, to catch your breath. Go on, wait. So what we're going to do, Lalasana preparation. This is more of a straight arm thing, but you might end up needing a little bit of bending, and we'll see. Hands come down the side or just beside your knees. We're going to lift up onto the top of the toes. We're going to build some strength, suctioning thighs to belly. So from here, begin to round through your back, push into the hands, inhale, suck the knees up, stop. 3, 2, 1, coming back down. This is going to prepare us hopefully for this strength to hold ourselves without the knees on our elbows. So imagine, hopefully it should feel a bit easier once the knees have something to rest onto. Again, push down, shoulder blades apart, push yourself up, hover and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come back down. We're going. We're not even 10 minutes in yet. Cooking. Again, hands down beside your thighs. I don't know how many of my people, who like watch these, keep up with this, but you can always watch it again, keep practicing it. So again, you're going to push, you're going to lift, you're going to squeeze. Remember, this isn't this. Your bum's not super high, your bum's quite low. Hold there for 3, 2, 1, come back down, lovely. Take a moment, relax the shoulders. Some of you who practice me regularly know where this is now going. So again, give the wrists a little roll and shake if they're feeling like they've been doing a lot. But we're going to jump into the same thing, but one foot comes off the ground. So again, think suction here. Inhale, we're going to push into the upper back. Imagine the hands almost trying to slide forward a little bit. We lift up, right foot lifts towards the bum. Hold there, 3, 2, 1. Place it down, lift the left foot, 3, 2, 1. Place both feet down, hold, 3, 2, 1. Come in, down. Ooh, hopefully hip flexors felt like they were doing something. Give yourself a little shake out. Let's move ourselves around a bit. Come into your plank. Come down, exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, push back tall into downward facing dog. Right left leg lifts. Pull the right knee in, tap your right armpit. Step the right foot outside your right hand. Lift your chest up, look forward. Keep the left hand into the floor, lift the right hand towards the sky. Exhale as you bring that hand down, walk that right foot into the center. Turn your left foot, warrior 2. Let's just open things up for a moment. Push the arms out. Inhale, reach the right hand up, feel the side body lengthen. Don't go over your head, just reach up. Exhale, right forearm to leg or right hand to the floor. Lift your left hand to the sky. Exhale, hands come down. Frame that right foot, pick that right leg up all the way. We're going to come across our flip dog. Open yourself wide, right toes touch, left leg long, lift the hips. And then step back through, keep the right leg three-legged dog. We're going to dive through into our upward facing dog with that right foot off the floor. Now place it down, roll yourself back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts towards the sky. Pull that left knee in, touch your belly, touch your ribs, tap the left armpit, step the left foot outside your left hand. Reach and open the chest there. Right hand into the floor, left hand lifts towards the sky. Exhale as it comes down, we step that left foot in line. Turn the right foot out. Inhale, lifting tall. Sink the hips down. Just find a comfortable leg position for you. Your heels don't have to be in line with your arch. Just feel something that works for you. Draw the arms out. This leg wants to be pulling back and out. We lift left hand up, trying to lengthen this side body. As you can see, just me lifting this hand bends my rib cage. Forearm to your leg. Left arm stays there, drops to the floor as the right hand comes over the head. Your choice. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Pick your left leg back up. Three-legged dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Roll yourself through, so bend your right knee, sweep your chest through, upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog. Walk your hands back. Let's take a moment to relax our wrists and hands. Slide your hands under your feet. Parahastasana. Paras being your feet, hastas being your hands. Parahastasana, hand or foot to hand pose. And again, perfect opportunity here just to relax your breathing. To feel as if you remember to breathe through your nose. And then we'll sink our hips down, find our deep squat. So first rounds of crow. We're going to make our way to the front of the mat. 3 little hops. If crow pose isn't in your practice yet, you're just joining in, perfect. It's a great way to just take the first step. I will. So if you know crow, I'll show you what we're going to do, and then I'm going to come back and I'll show you, if you don't know crow, how you can still build up into it. So you're going to find your bum lift. You're going to bring your hands forward. This is bent arm strength, like we did in all those chaturangas. So the elbows bend in. We rest our knees on towards our triceps, our elbows, wherever it might be. The feet lift. For those of you taking it, you're then going to just allow the feet to drop outside. All of a sudden, you're further up the mat. You walk the hands forward, all the way to the front. If you're not quite into taking crow yet, you just need to put some weight into your wrists. Thanks for joining. What we're going to do is hands to the floor. Not going to take any feet off. We're just going to try to bear some weight. Just try to get our nervous system to feel safe. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, tap onto the wrists, look forward, stop, hold, 3, 2, 1, coming out. That's all we're going to do. Then you're going to step foot forward, hands come down, bear in, look forward. Maybe one foot can lift up onto toe. Eventually you might just get that one foot to lift. Perfect, place it down, step the feet forward. Hopefully, sorry for those of you who were flying, you're at the front of the mat, you've flown, and the feet come down. Lift the hips up, rise to a flat back. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, we're going to lift all the way back to stand. Exhale, bring the hands down behind the back, interlink the hands, draw the knuckles away, bend the knees, belly to thighs, folding over, arms to the sky. Again, exhale, release hands down into the floor. Again, we're just going to paddle our hands around there. And we're going to take those same little flows we did previously, just that simple warrior two, exalted warrior, Padmakonasana. There's nothing complicated. We've all done a million warrior twos before. That's kind of the point. Rise to flat back. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to plank. Come down, chaturanga. Push back tall. Drop to the knees. Child's pose. Roll into knees, chest, chin. Stop. Lift into bent arm strength. Hold. And then push all the way back. Tuck toes, lift. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts towards the sky. This time we're going to pull that knee all the way round, as far round as we can, as far around as we can. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Lift that chest tall. Right hand, left hand to the floor. Lift the right hand up. And then exhale, heel toe that foot in. Right hand to the floor. Spin that left foot out. Lift the torso up. Bring those arms out. So again, as I said, we've all done a million warrior twos. I'm going to turn around and face you. I feel rude. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to jump you now, I'm sure. So from here, the right hand lifts towards the sky, and you side bend here. It might feel like sometimes, like I always do warrior two. Right forearm to right thigh or down to the floor. Left arm over the head. But what you want to do is, can you still keep the same presence and focus even if you've done a pose 10 billion times? Inhale, rise back up, straighten the front leg. And all you're going to try and do is step the back foot, half a foot, a foot up. You're going to get a sassy teenage girl, hips on, like that. So you kind of, not only is it pushing back, it's also rotating slightly. So your left hip comes forward, right hand to your shin, your thigh, your foot or the floor, left hand up, triangle pose. Exhale, down to the floor. Spin that back foot out. Three-legged dog. Roll yourself through. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Again, we're going to pull that knee out as wide as we can. Step that left foot outside the left hand. Take a minute to lengthen our spine here. Right hand into the floor, left hand lifts to the sky, all the way up. As you exhale, heel toe the left foot in towards the midline. Again, I'm going to spin round, you don't have to, but we're going to turn that right foot out. We're going to find our way into our warrior two. Find those arms long, sink the hips down. Breathe, breathe, breathe nasally. Always nasally. Unless you're talking like me, in which case you end up huffing and puffing. Left hand reaches up. Think about what we said last time. It's not about collapsing down through here. Most people can't really side bend through their rib cage. So get this bit to move by reaching this up. Left forearm to left leg. Right hand over the head. Maybe left hand drops down, your choice. 3, 2, 1, reaching back up, straighten the front leg, step back foot halfway up the mat, find your inner sassy 16-year-old schoolgirl, push the hips back, fold yourself forward. This should give you a nice adductor hamstring type feel. Left hand to foot, to thigh, to floor, open through that chest, and then inhale, rising up. Spin to the front, hands into the ground, step that left foot back. I missed it first time through, which is why I missed it on the second round, but we'll open up into Kamakrasana, our wild thing, flip dog, open those hips. And then we'll again step back through Drop to the knees, fold yourself back. 7 minutes, more crows, all the crows, all of them. So we're going to try and do something a little bit jazzy. For those of you who are new to crow, you're going to stick with what you did. That'll either be just weight bearing, trying to get the weight off one foot, even if it's just so your toe is still on the floor. You've just really shifted it, and you've kind of got to this stage where you're just on the big toe. Amazing, amazing, stay there. If you can you're getting good at doing crow, perfect, hang out there. I've got a little video of this to come to stick on Instagram, but we're going to try and do like a one-legged crow. We're going to try and ease our way in. So we're not going to go full Ekapada Bakasana, which will be something like this. We're not going to go for that just today, but we are going to try and get one leg off your elbow. So I'm going to face you because hopefully it might be a better angle. So we're going to set up like we normally would. We're going to reach the arms forward. We're going to begin to lift the hips now. As we bend the elbows and we normally stack both, all we're going to do is keep the knees together and aim them both at your right elbow. And then from here, you're going to lift your right foot. You're just going to try to lift your left foot. And so now we've got a nice little practice into Ekapada Bakasana. Come back down. So this might be too advanced for some of you. Some of you who have practiced me a while, who have got your crow down, this might be a nice little progression for you. Let's go the other way. Right side is probably always going to be your stronger side. So hands come down. Let's see how the weaker of the two brothers goes. So lift up, bend the elbows. Remember, think about not only bending but drawing them in towards you. As they draw in, it should help fire up this muscle here, your serratus anterior. It's going to help stabilize a whole bunch while you're holding this pose. So again, from here, bring the knees together, point them at your left elbow. You're going to stack on top of that left elbow tricep, pick the left foot up, and then you're going to pick the right foot up, and you're going to hover and hold for 3. Can you bring the hips outside the line? 3, 2, 1, coming down. Beauty. Remember, stick with your crow prep. It all grows. It took me a little while to be able to learn this. I got really good at doing crow first, so please don't rush. If you need your pillows around you, maybe grab them. Right, we're going to go on a little journey. This one I learned from Patrick Beach. He tells it in this tale of 2 star-crossed lovers, which are his knees, and they just like to fly to see each other. They no longer live together. Crazy story. But there we go. So hands come to the floor. We're going to lift up. Both knees are going to face towards the right. So we're something like this. Left knee is free flying. And then from here, we're going to load up. Pull that right knee up. Bring that left knee up. Shift the weight outside. And then you're going to just try to bring your left knee to rest on your left tricep. Come across. And then right knee to right tricep. Come across. And they just like to keep following each other. And following each other. And following each other. And then they come down. So, that's a little bit of craziness. It's a little bit of something maybe a bit stronger. Some of you teachers, Sarah, Lizzie, I don't know, who else we got? Meg, when you're up to it. Something that you can perhaps play with. In the meantime, Matt, whatever else, it's probably going to be a nice progression for you. Yeah, any questions, let me know. So, we're back at the back of our mats. Hopefully, we should have kind of been somewhere around here playing with those variations. We're going to walk our hands out. Walk our hands out. Walk our hands out. Find our plank. Come down, chaturanga. Push back tall. Drop to the knees. Find child's pose. And find it and rest. Relax your hips down. Relax your chest down. I always like to take a child's pose to just roll my head along the floor. And just massage it backwards and forwards. Use it as a tactile reminder to let go. Use it as a tactile reminder to release the stress from your face. Stop holding on to your jaw, your temple, your forehead. Inhale, we'll roll up, same as we did at the beginning of the last class. We'll interlink the fingers, clasp the hands, right thumb on top, wrap them around the right hip, left ear drops to left shoulder. And we're going to roll that head around. Now if you want to, you could also begin to move your jaw around. And that might give you a different sensation. And then we'll switch sides. From here, can you switch the grip so your left thumb is on top? No real reason for that as such, more just to give you an out, to stop you constantly just doing the same thing all the time. It brings a new level of awareness into your body, into the way that you always do the same thing, same side, same way, same time, every time. Come back through center, interlink the hands, pull those arms down, releasing them out. Interlink the hands out in front, keep looking straight ahead. Imagine you're staring me out, because you should hopefully, but you'll probably be looking at your phone, as if you're joining in, that is. And then inhale, reach the arms up, and as the arms lift up, you're still looking forward. Hopefully feel the chest rise. Exhale, you're still looking forward as the chest drops and the shoulders go back. One more time. And then release those arms down. And then give them a roll. We're going to come and lie down on our backs. And we're going to take the last couple of minutes just to let everything go. Hopefully that felt like it was a bit of a challenge for some of you. If you joined in for a stronger class, but hopefully that lived up to it. It was definitely something I don't normally teach, but it was a fun thing, I think, to have a play with today. Shoulders relax down away from the ears. And we just, again, breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the nose. Observe your body and how it feels in this space today. Just lengthening everything out. Just preparing ourselves for the day ahead. Remember, that just because it's sunny, it's bank holiday weekend, don't go out. Don't go down to the park or go for a run or something by all means, but don't go hang out for picnics. This is our perfect opportunity just to become more comfortable within ourselves, just to become comfortable in our own little space, in our own little bodies. Basically being forced to have some meditation time. Inhale, draw those arms up over the head. Lengthen them back behind you. Pull the knees up into the chest. Roll yourself up to a nice comfortable seated position. Find yourself shoulders relaxing. Hands in prayer at the third eye. As we fold forward down over the legs, Lakas, Samastas, Sukhanavabantu. May all beings be happy and free. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste, thank you all for joining me.